What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another DU Film Room. This edition features running back Marshawn Lloyd out of USC. This guy's a really interesting prospect because he definitely has some juice, but he also lacks some really important skills that the NFL prioritizes. So with that, let's break it down. Here's a really nice play from Marshawn Lloyd, showcasing those soft hands and then forcing this tackle, creating a big play, weaving through traffic. Like I said, this guy definitely has some juice. Misforced tackle, able to evade multiple defenders. And again, this is pretty good movement, pretty good speed for a guy who is 5'9", 215. You see some decent bend there in the hips. One thing you have to give Marshawn Lloyd some credit for is being an absolutely sick blocker. I mean, look at him absolutely deck this guy. I mean, I think he injured the lineman. Look at him come out of this, going to block for Caleb Williams. Boom. Knocks that lineman right on his ass. So this kid is a willing and able blocker. That's a plus for his game. Look at him. He's going for a second helping right there. The better plays on tape from Marshawn Lloyd. Look at him burst through that hole right there. He also exhibited good patience. And then he has the speed to get away from the defenders and score a touchdown. Right, you see him just pace down right here, slowing up, dissecting the defense. Nice little move there to shake both defenders. And this is pretty good vision here to find this tiny little window to escape from, to see his lineman going in for that block on 21, burst through that hole, and then enough speed to get around the edge of that defender. And you see as he comes through the hole here and bursts, he does have a little bend at the knee there. You know, he's turning that edge. Okay, here's where some issues arise for Lloyd. Okay, you could see this hole right here between 57 and 52. Well before he gets to the line of scrimmage. And you can see the defender on his right side. And for some reason, he stutter steps here, and instead of bursting through the hole, which he probably never needs to even stutter step, but you obviously need the patience to let things develop. I get that. I'm not really sure what the indecision here is. And then, not only that, he drives back into the defender, which is just an odd decision given the circumstances. So while I really like what I see out of Marshawn Lloyd as a blocker and as a pass catcher, I have some real concerns about his vision. So these are both in the same game, and you might have seen this clip before. I think I actually posted it on Twitter. And maybe he's following his blockers here. Obviously, a play is designed a certain way, but sometimes you have to get creative and sometimes you have to improvise, right? And I think that's what we need to see out of Marshawn Lloyd here. There's a giant gap in the middle of the offensive line, in the middle of the defense, between 52 and whatever other 50 there is, all the way to the left. There's got to be like 5 yards worth of a gap here. And maybe he's supposed to follow his blockers in 52-79. I personally still don't think that excuses missing that wide open hole right there. As soon as you take that ball, why are you not bursting upfield? You got to have some creativity. You have to have some anticipation and vision, right? It's not always about just simply following your blockers. Sometimes you got to make something happen. And on this one, he simply does not. Again, while I think Marshawn Lloyd exhibits some really interesting skills, and I do think that the NFL is going to be intrigued, I'm just a little worried about his vision at the next level. Truthfully, I also expected a little bit better contact balance for a guy of his size, but he runs a little tall, and I think that's part of the problem. But again, this kid is an exceptional blocker, so that's obviously going to translate to the next level, and teams are going to love seeing that. He does exhibit some pretty good bursts in short areas. Again, he has some juice. I do think that he's really athletic for his size. While he definitely exhibits some bend and curvilinear movement, I think he can be a little stiff at times in terms of lateral agility. Fumbles the ball here. He definitely exhibits an ability to make guys miss. Man, here's another decent play where he's making guys miss, but ball security issues again. Just losing the ball right there. Turning it over for a touchdown. It kind of begs the question, is he doing too much? But obviously that's an impressive play to get away from a couple guys. Good play to cut back, make this guy miss. Kind of got to just go upfield here. But just can't lose the ball whatever you do.